Hello everybody, welcome and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing on the best of 3 standard ranked ladder with a Mardu token list. First of all, this list is not mine, this is from Ash Lizzle, so if you haven't already, go check out her channel. This is a very powerful list that kind of combines the red-white Convoke with black-red Anvil. Since there's a decent amount of overlap between the two, you produce lots of artifacts, lots of tokens, which you can use for the Warden, and that you can also sacrifice to the Anvil once they're tapped. Doing that causes 1 damage pings, same with the War Leader's Call. And what benefits from that? O'Hare Asheneel. He turns the 1 damage into 4, which can definitely end games very quickly. Obnixilis is also another thing that synergizes with these very well, since your opponent's losing 1 life exactly is triggered by the Epicure, the Anvil, and the War Leader's Call, or it's just triggered by all of our 1 power creatures, if we don't have a War Leader's Call or a flipped announcement out. So there's plenty of ways to trigger Obnixilis and the O'Hare, which are very powerful cards, but I don't really see them get too much play, and hopefully this shell can fix that. Over in the sideboard we have 3 copies of Duress, 2 End the Festivities, a Get Lost, a couple Lightning Helix, a couple Hearse, a couple Forges, and some other Obnixilises. Obnixili, if you will. But yeah, this deck is very cool, and if you stick around until game 2, you might see me get a little frustrated, because we had some insanely bad luck with this deck. First game was really fun. Games 2, Games 3, and Games 4 all had mulls of 4. We only kept in Game 4 because we almost won the second game, but either way, stick around until the end to see how that one goes. But yeah, if you guys are excited to see this in action, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already, as I'd really appreciate it. I upload to YouTube 5 days a week with magic content just like this, so if you don't mind dropping a subscription, that'd be great since I'm still working on getting my channel partnered. I'm also going to leave a QR code here and a link in the description to my TCG Player Partner card. Using the QR code or the link down there is a way to help support me and my channel, which is greatly appreciated. But with all that said, let's hop onto the ladder and see how this does. Alright, game 1, definitely taking the play. I think this is a keep. I mean, if we have some sort of artifact to get rid of with the Gleeful, we have tons of damage. I'm gonna try it. Let's lead off with our Harvester. And let's get in for 3. Let's go with the Anvil. Do we want to play the Epicure into a potential, whatever it's called, lockdown? I think we keep it, so let's just cycle. Go ahead. Alright, Field of Ruin. Well, that's not nice. Let's fling the Oni Cult at them instead. So, do we go with the War Leader's Call or the Wedding Announcement here? I think we go War Leader's Call. Let's jam. And a tapped Meticulous Archive. Alright, so no lockdown again. Sure. Well, let's get in for 6 here. Dang. Well, yeah, I guess it wouldn't have been lethal either way. We had the Epicure into the Demolition for the last 4 damage, but they can shrink the board, they can, you know, sponge off some damage. Let's play an announcement and we'll draw. And another Surveil. Let's go to combat. We'll get in for 4. Do you have an Emperor here? Yep. Sort of assumed that they did.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide like water. This
Up
is
to
what you
8,
get
down to
for
7.
hurting my people.
Let's go with O'Hare Asheneel. Well, that's tough.
Remember your training.
Let's go with the Plains. And then we'll go Wedding Announcement, Epicure, Demolition. We make some more tokens, flip an Announcement, and force them to have another Sunfall next turn. They hit us with a nice, so hopefully that doesn't mean they just ripped another one off the top.
Guards, to me.
Alright, they make a Samurai. Guess we just swing in. Cool. Let's try something like that. Alright, next game. I think this is keepable. We at least have a couple threats. We have a War Leader's Call, which is definitely one of the better cards. Let's lead with a Harvester. You have your Get Lost. Oh boy. Let's get in for 3. So, if they do have the Get Lost, I'd rather not lose our enchantments here, so we'll just play another Harvester. Go ahead. Let's use one of the blood. Sure. Alright, I mean, those are some good draws. I think we start off cracking in for 6. Or do we play the War Leader's Call first? I think I want to go with the War Leader's Call. So if they want to deal with this, then they can't Emperor the Harvesters. Let's get in for 8. I mean, definitely should have done that in response to the Epicure. Just an extra -1 for them. Oof. Well, do we go Oni Cult? Cycle one of the lands? Or do we go Oni Cult, play the land, wedding announcement? I think we cycle this land here. Alright. Do we save that for next turn so we can Gleeful into the War Leader? Don't think so. I think we just like Gleeful this, make some tokens, pass. Then we can play the War Leader's Call, have 8 powering creatures, and then represent a fling for the 9th. Jeez. Okay. Well, we can fling 1 damage at him, I guess. Duress is a very good draw. What you got? Tidebinder. I mean, guess we play the announcement, since they can't Tidebinder it this turn. Guess we just play the War Leader's Call. Go ahead. So, do you want to Tidebinder that or the War Leader's Call? Neither. Okay. Sure. Guess we will go with our swamp. Sure. Oh boy. Not a huge fan of drawing all of these lands. Think we just pass from here again. Sure. We'll take 2. Sure. And they hit a land. Alright, I mean, definitely better than more land. Let's get in for 9. Sure. I mean, that's completely fine. Now we can Oni Cult War Leaders as much as we want. Sure. Boink. GG's. Not too bad. This deck is sweet. Alright, next game. Unfortunately, not a keep. Okay. Well, I had to cut 2 games in a row because Mold of 4 every single game is gonna happen again. Yup. What? Bro, what the fuck is this? Sure, why not? Like... Let's at least see what the opponent's playing. Landfall. Okay. We'll go grab our forges. And an extra get lost. Alright, game 2. Let's see if we can not Mold the 4 this time. You know? That's a keepable hand. That's the first one I've seen in a couple games, so we'll definitely hang on to that. Let's... I think we just go Harvester. Sure. Well, that's not ideal. We'll go with an anvil. And in for 3. We'll fling a token, and we will pass. Sure. Well, I mean, guess we just go for the throat. And in for 4. Go ahead. Alright. That's a bit annoying. We could have played the hearse last turn, but if they were able to pop the Nissa and just start chaining stuff, we definitely would not have been able to come back from that, I don't think. Especially with just these 2 land. Let's get in. We'll go with a hearse and turn that into a token. Or turn that token into another token. Go ahead. Sure. And another analyst. Let's eat some lands. Let's get in for 3. We'll take out one of them, And guess we go with a Gleeful. We'll make another token and some goblins. Go ahead. Let's fling at the opponent. Go ahead. Sure. We'll take a damage. Let's eat the deluge and one of the analysts. Holy smokes. So, let's see. We can Gleeful Demolition our Anvil. Then that lets us crew up the hearse. So I think that's really our only play here. This game is so dumb. In for 4. Go ahead. Sure. I mean, it's pretty annoying, but at least the hearse dodges it. We just don't have like anything that can crew it next turn unless we draw into another harvester, I think. Which is a little rough. Sure. This is insane. Like, genuinely, this is insane. Go ahead. Let's eat some more cards from the grave. We'll go with the theater and the courtyard. Bro, are you for real? I mean, sure, why not? Go ahead. Yeah, here comes some virtues. This is not good. Sure. Sure. Let's keep eating the grave. I mean, kinda all we can do. Bruh. Where's my third land? Like, genuinely. Where's the third land? Go ahead. Sure. Do you have your fireball? Okay. And no discards. You just gonna kill me here? Please? Just put me out of my Missouri, please. Oh my goodness. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Definitely could have used the hearse to mess with that, but at this point I don't care. At this point, I'm just playing to like see if we even have more land in the deck, so opponent, you can do whatever you want here. We'll just get rid of those. I mean, 2 cards left. That's good for us. Unless it's the rage. In which case, this is the absolute dumbest game I have ever played. How many turns was that? A lot. Yeah, D-rank me. Go ahead. I hate this game. And a couple post-game thoughts for everybody. This deck is sweet. I definitely want to play with it some more. I just... You know, one's mental can only take so much bashing of the head against a wall, proverbially. This was just like an hour and a half of mulling to 4 and whacking my head against the wall, so... I think we'll probably mess around with this a bit more tomorrow. No shade to Ash for this deck, it is very cool. I think it was just like skill diff, basically. I just needed to draw better. But the deck itself is very cool, and I did have a lot of fun playing it on the ladder. It has some very powerful curves, and the engine of the Anvil Warleader's Call into Ogier and Obnix is incredibly backbreaking if your opponents aren't able to deal with it. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching, I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace!